welcome to Stable Connection, a wrestling podcast. We are going to be doing the segment of Behind the Curtain with Onslaught. I'm Dustin, along with Jacob as my co-host. Here we have Onslaught.
What's up?
Got Hostas Hirsch and Trent Mercer.
Hello, guys.
So we've had both of you on the episode as solos, but we haven't had y'all together yet.
Mm.
Take us on how y'all became a tag team.
I feel like this company just needed a shake-up. It needed two of the nastiest, gnarliest, just meanest dudes that you could get to really pull something out of the rest of this roster. So, who better than the Watchdog, Coffin King, put us together. Got eyes on other prospects as well. So,
yeah,
Onslaught.
when we first started, it was, all right, I wasn't charismatic. He wasn't as athletic as I was, so we needed to bring that out of each other. So they put us together. They didn't really think that it was going to take off, but it ended up doing so. And then one thing led to another. It was us versus the Bad Boys of Wrestling facing each other for a year, and then pretty much trying to elevate the tag division.
I feel like we've definitely done that.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like y'all have done that solo too.
Yeah.
Y'all's matches against each other were pretty hardcore. Y'all had the coffin match.
First ever.
There's a lot of first evers in this room right now.
That was rough.
Yeah. You gotta lose yourself. You gotta lose each other to be able to come back. And I feel like we've definitely done that. And we're stronger together than we've ever been.
So how did the heel turn come about turning on Trent?
Turning on Trent. I feel like there was a lot of things that were just leading up to that. Not really being respected, not so much as by Trent, but as by everything in a whole, like everything in a nutshell. Everything was just kind of collapsing on top of each other. We were just kind of, everything was just falling apart. Just needed to shake things up. And I had no idea it was going to go that direction. I'm not even pulling the strings on that. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen anything quite like what's going on, but I have no control of this. I mean, Trent's seen it up close and personal. There's no controlling it when it's out of the box. There's no putting it back. There's no reining it in. I'm doing everything I can right now to keep from ripping your throat out.
Yeah, no, once it gets to a point to where you have to figure out how to bring that side out of you. And, when I was coming up, I had started going into becoming a top star here, main event player, but Hostage took some time. Mentally he had to get himself right. And then one thing led to another. I became top dog here in the Lions Den and found himself. And finally were able to come back and put on a pretty decent storyline there.
So now that you've turned heel, are we going to see an Onslaught reunion inside Lions Spread Sports?
Possible.
Maybe.
It's very possible.
Maybe.
If the Coffin King allows it?
Maybe.
That would definitely be a whole nother side. Big change in Lions Spread for sure. That happened.
It doesn't come down to just he and I talking about it. There's other factors at work all the time, and they have to decide when it's ready.
Yeah, I want to take some time to be a heel on my own before that comes back around, though. But
You got to deal with Haster first.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting.
He'll be dealt with swiftly.
Jacob, you got anything?
So when Onslaught does show up on Line Spread and is kind of a mainstay, are you guys expecting there to be tag team titles that's introduced in Line Spread?
It's been talked about a lot. A lot of us here do want tag titles, and it's the thing about tag team wrestling. I don't think anybody gets is, if you put two guys together and they work well, there's not always a brotherhood. And one thing is, we were brothers before it even was talked about before Onslaught even became a thing. And we were talking about, hey, it'd be cool if we got into a tag team. And then Houston was like, hey, we're putting you two together. Y'all can each bring something out of each other that we know is inside. And it was like, all right, sweet, this is happening. And yeah, we've grown a lot. We fought as brothers, but we've also beat the hell out of each other like brothers. We're now bonded by blood.
That's what separates us from anybody else. There's these other teams that are just two guys put together, and there's the exception of a few teams, but there's nobody like Onslaught. It doesn't matter what promotion, what iteration, what era. There is nobody like the team of Onslaught. I feel like if the tag titles do become a thing here, they're going to be the Onslaught titles. They will not leave. They will not leave us.
No, there's no way that we can't be put that title picture.
So, on the indies, I've been seeing that y'all have been putting in, or like not like the indies, but like outside of Lions Pride, y'all have been putting in the work as a tag team still.
Yeah, big time.
How's that been going?
It's a lot more fun now.
The pile of bodies is just ever growing.
And that's the one thing that is good that we split off, is because we found ourselves, we were able to hone our craft, and like now that we know what we're capable of in ourselves, we can bring it together, and we even put on a better tag team matches than what we did. Because if you go back and you watch one from like probably the first or second match between Onslaught and Bad Boys Wrestling, and then you go and watch one from out of town or at CWF, it's completely different. Our mindsets are different. Our movements are different. We're just more in sync.
Is there any tag teams out there that y'all are wanting to face?
I want to face Power or Horsepower.
Horsepower?
I fought Eddie before. I want to see what the tag team's like.
I've fought Nate before. Never fought Eddie.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, I think so. I've got the Collins problem down. You've got the Martinez problem down. I think that's easily a match.
So much fun.
That we've been
Two light guys too. I can throw bodies around that day.
We had been tearing up Bible Club for the past couple of months, and that's just going to keep going on.
Yeah, that one.
They just won't stop getting up. Who else here? Level X.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That one. In Lions Pride. That'd be a fun one to do.
Yeah, sure.
I fought X before. You fought X.
Yeah.
There is currently, you have the Bad Boys of Wrestling, and you also have their manager, I think it's in Laredo, Dan Martinez.
Yeah.
He has multiple tag teams that
Bring them on.
Yeah, that y'all could just tear up.
All of them.
You got Jay Alexander that y'all could go after.
He looks a little different now.
A little beefy now.
He's always been beefy. He just did something with his head.
I'm a big fan of it. It don't look right. It does not look right.
Who else we got?
Trying to think. There's a lot of tag teams out there, I think.
Yeah, there's a ton of talent out here and abroad.
I feel bad for City Boys if they cross our paths again.
Let's see.
But the Camachos.
Let's go.
I'll take that one. I'll definitely take on that one.
Yeah.
Let's say I've seen you take down a mountain with a Claymore, so should be.
That one hurt my knee. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Giving a Claymore that high up and then that much force, that one actually does hurt a little bit.
Just a pinch.
Yeah.
See, who was it? Tommy Bolton and BD Brawley.
That'd be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Nate Bradley and Chris Cruz.
Yeah.
Those two guys are pretty good.
See, what's his name? Is it Estrella? What's his tag partner?
Australia and Love Muscle.
Yep.
Is there any tag teams in the mainstream companies like WWE and AEW that you think that Onslaught have good chemistry going against?
Jay White and Juice Robinson.
Bullet Club?
Yeah.
This one's not an AEW or Impact, but I don't want to take on the Gorillas. Gorillas of Destiny.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Dude, would be sick. Trying to think of some others here.
John Cena and LA Knight.
Let's go.
That'd be very, very polar opposites across the ring from each other.
Hardy's. Edge and Christian. Or Adam Copeland and Christian.
I don't think Christian's in the market for tag team wrestling right now.
Hey, Christian and Luchasaurus. Let's go.
After what Christian said on AEW, I don't think he's in the market for it.
What did he say?
Him and Adam hugged each other.
Yeah.
And then Christian was like, "Go fuck yourself," and
Whoa.
walk F-bomb on TV, dude.
Okay.
Uncensored and everything.
Sounds like he needs to join us.
There's just so many tag teams out there. The thing is, you never know if they're going to be around once you get to that level. So,
The Acclaimed.
The Acclaimed, yeah, that one.
Good one.
Yeah, that'd be a good one for wrestle.
When
Not scissoring them.
Whenever y'all get y'all's third, go against Scissor Me Daddy.
Let's go. We're working on it. Working on it, man, right now. Trying to work on that.
He'll get there.
That's a little time.
Prospects.
Yeah.
Jacob, you got anything?
Do y'all have any signature moves that y'all use together, like as like a combo?
There's not a lot of them, but the ones that we do use, there's Second Sucks.
Yeah.
Living Nightmare. What other ones are there?
We really don't have a whole lot that we just straight up just set as, yeah, we're gonna do this one or we're gonna do that one. I say our chemistry is so well, it works so well together, we can literally just hang off of each other.
I would love to see a Claymore into a Sister Abigail.
We've tried that before.
Does
Tried
it work
that.
out?
It's rough.
It works, but it doesn't work at the same time.
Like, it sounds good to do, but at the same time, you actually see it. It's not the best.
You'd have to kick him in like the shoulder to make him turn around, huh?
Well, we also tried this on a 7-foot dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we tried on Drake.
We tried it on Fitz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did it like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we hit the. You hit
Oh
that.
yeah, because I came off your back.
Yeah, it was assisted. So you came off my back.
Yeah,
you
I
hit
came
Claymore.
off the back with the Claymore, and then he caught the Sister Abigail.
It's just so big.
You have to. That's like one of those ones you have to like fire right after each other. You have to boom hit the Claymore and then hook the Sister Abigail while they're still standing. So, and it's hard to stay standing after a Claymore. So
It's pretty rough.
you usually have to do it on bigger guys.
Yeah.
So, my question for you, Hostage, does using the Sister Abigail mean more to you now that Bray Wyatt has passed away?
Absolutely. It means everything to me, using it and kind of using it to honor him. Yeah. It means
Because I didn't know you used the Sister Abigail
to
begin with.
Yeah.
And when Bray Wyatt passed away, I was going to mention to you, like, oh, you should use the Sister Abigail because I know you were pretty tore up about Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
And then I was scrolling through TikTok, saw one of your TikToks of you using it. I was like, well, not going to mention it no more.
It's been used, I don't know, a couple hundred times now, maybe 1,000 times.
So the hell out of that.
Yeah.
The poor security guy that used it on at Warpath. Oof.
He didn't stand a chance. Did not stand a chance.
He took it pretty rough.
Poor kid.
Yeah.
Poor kid.
But he's better for it.
Yeah.
He'll be better for it. Got a stronger neck, hopefully.
And hopefully the other one has stronger eyeballs.
Yeah, does he still have them?
That's a good question.
I don't know. He was hiding his eyes when he was walking out, so.
Well, he shouldn't have put his stupid fucking eyeballs there.
Jacob, you wanted to talk about a rising star in WWE.
Yeah, I was just wanting to see what y'all's thoughts were on LA Knight's big push that he's been getting recently.
It's been 20 years in the making.
I'm not against that at all. I remember when he was Eli Drake in TNA.
But the dude's been everywhere for a long time.
With
It's well deserved.
His dummy button.
Yeah, I remember that. That was I think when him and Matt Hardy were still in TNA is about the time that I actually found out about TNA.
Mm.
So that's pretty much all I remember of LA Knight was Eli Drake, dummy. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all I remember.
I have it here too.
Yeah.
It is right. It's not on that one. It's this one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
That's it. Brings it all back.
Did y'all watch Fastlane? Either of y'all?
I did.
I was in Utah.
Oh, you were that was yesterday.
Yeah.
You were in Utah yesterday?
I was on the way back
Oh.
from Utah.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I could have swore I saw that Friday.
No, it was
I saw the post like
oh,
Friday.
him, yeah.
Everything's been a blur the past 48 to 72 hours.
Did y'all watch the media scrum?
No.
I did not.
Jay Uso was drunk
Yeah,
during that thing.
as he should be.
So,
The only words that he could get out clearly were "eat."
and you feel me?
Yeah, he was celebrating for sure.
He was name dropping Stardust right in front of Cody Rhodes.
How'd that go for him?
Cody Rhodes just kind of looked at him like, "Don't say that. Don't mention that. Don't give him any ideas."
Oh man, Star Boys. The Star Boys gonna make a debut.
Star Uses.
Stars, yeah. Uzi Stars. What's up? Instead of the IC Stars, it's Uzi Stars. Hey, that's a team. That's a team that Onslaught needs.
That's another team that y'all should go against. Judgment Day.
Hey,
Dude, I'm not against that.
No,
at all.
definitely
I love
not.
Damian Priest and Left and Balor. Totally take that one.
yeah, Finn Balor. Be a good one.
WWE actually mentioned Bullet Club on live TV too,
Oh, really?
but they kind of got their facts wrong. They said Cody was a leader of Bullet Club when he wasn't.
Close enough.
He was trying to be, but
That was a weird era.
yeah,
I wasn't a big fan of that at all. I think I stopped being a big. I think the only thing that I actually enjoyed about that was Bullet Club Firing Squad. When it was Tama Tonga and his brother.
when they wanted to like split off and
When they were separating the OGs from this new crap, this
Yeah.
new era of theirs.
I think Bullet Club Gold has something good going on though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Jay West, I like his work.
Yeah.
He got a great arsenal.
Yeah.
Everything he's done in New Japan is pretty good too.
Yeah, he's a big JY guy. I'm a big Juice guy.
Juice Robinson's always been like a very controversial person, but he's always been in the mix of everything.
I love it, man. We'll be in there working out. I'll be doing something. He'll be doing something, and we've got all the TVs here in the den, and we've got old NXT on it. It's
CJ
crazy.
Park,
Yeah, it's crazy seeing Juice like that because it doesn't even look anything like him, but it is so much him.
So we talked about this on our recent episode of our weekly podcast, and CM Punk, the rumors are circulating. They're name dropping quotes of his. Do y'all like to see CM Punk back in WWE, or after everything he's done in AEW, just like keep him away?
That's money. Absolutely, bring him back. It's a draw.
I mean, I'm on the fence. I'm for it, and I'm also not because I mean, it's like seeing the Undertaker come back. You know, there's not much left in the tank for him to give.
It's exactly like I said. Let the man retire.
Yeah, just let him retire. I mean, if he wants to come back and he wants to help the younger talent, like in the back, I'm all for it. But as far as like getting in the ring, it's like, come on, dude, how much more can you actually give?
So Undertaker is actually supposed to be on NXT on Tuesday because they're supposed to be doing this like big. Adam Copeland's debut on AEW is on Tuesday, and so they have John Cena on NXT. They have Paul Heyman. Who else did they say they were going to have? Asuka.
Cody's right.
Cody's going to be there.
Yeah, they're gonna have Cody.
And
Becky, of course, is gonna be there because NXT
Becky.
champion, women's champion.
Dirty Dom. So that means like all of Judgment Day is going to be there too. And at the end of like the little trailer for NXT, you hear the Undertaker gong go off, like after everything goes to black. And I actually saw a fantasy booking thing. Y'all know what happened to Van Wagner against Braun Breaker?
Yeah.
Where Braun Breaker basically killed the man.
I love it. I love it.
Undertaker, they said that Undertaker should come back and Braun Breaker should come out and like try to mess with him or whatever. And Undertaker, as the dead man, brings Von Wagner back from the dead. And Von Wagner takes over that legacy.
That'd be cool.
Come on, man. There's not really much shoe. There's no way I can fill those shoes. That's a rough shoe to try and fill.
Oh yeah. I don't know if anybody that could fill those shoes right now.
No, not at all.
Not anybody that could take over like that persona or anything. Because Undertaker to me was a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, no, that's like how Roman said. If you actually have watched his Evil episode, there's That's like something every few generations you'll see. If they have somebody like 2 decades or 3 decades from now who can fill the same shoes as Roman, then sweet. And, it's a mold you have to really be bred from. But I don't see anybody filling those shoes anytime soon.
Yeah. Because as it is a once in a lifetime superstar, we got 2 of them in the same lifetime with Kane.
Mm-hmm.
As Kane wasn't the exact same, he wasn't the polarizing character Undertaker was, he was still polarizing enough to give us Kane versus Undertaker and give us that rivalry, the Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like NXT is trying to WWE right now is trying to compete with AEW, and they shouldn't.
Yeah, they should just worry about their own company. I mean, they're light years away.
I was about to say, let's be honest. WWE has competition, yes. But if you look at the numbers that AEW draws compared to WWE, WWE's always going to win.
Of course.
Well, yeah, because I think Houston told me a few days, sometime this week, AEW had a live show on TV and draw so many numbers of people, like 3,000 something.
Mm-hmm.
And then WWE had a live event that same week.
Had the same amount of audience.
No, it had more.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, this is a live event. This isn't aired on TV. It's a dark event. So why would you try and compete with AEW when your dark events are pulling the same numbers as their live? So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
There's no reason to try and compete.
And you have Adam Copeland, when he finally came out, he went to the wrong side and somebody videoed it, and it was like completely inside of the arena. That he was like, "Come on!"
I don't know. I think everybody gets so wrapped up in their head though. It's competition, and you're either Team AEW or you're Team WWE or Team Impact, Team New Japan, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody should just enjoy wrestling.
Who's
Yeah,
really
I mean,
Team Impact at this point?
that goes back to like those memes that you see. It's like people who are cheering for AEW, people who are cheering for WWE. It's like, and then you have right in the middle people who are enjoying seeing wrestling thrive. Again, like, dude, I'm having fun where I'm at right now in wrestling, and I'm just trying to go up.
I will say, I didn't watch a whole lot of AEW. I still really don't.
I don't
But
either.
MJF's character over the past several months has drawn me to AEW. Like, he's the reason. Like,
He's a great worker.
and I would love to see him in WWE, but they're gonna, to be honest, they're gonna water him down in WWE. I feel like.
I mean, that's like people going with saying, "Oh, if Kenny Omega went to NXT or whatever, he wouldn't make it. That locker room would eat him alive." It's like,
No, they wouldn't need him alive. He would need everybody there alive.
well, no, because it's the thing. It goes to like people trying to say like it's the way that he works and like them having to retrain him to work camera, to work audience, to not focus on just spots and just trying to put on a story. It's like, find what you like and then just stick to it. Like, you can have AEW. It's like, all right, cool. We're gonna have this spot, and this spot. And you got WWE. It's like, okay, storyline. But then, like me, I enjoy Impact because it's like you have that median right there where it's like great or high spots, but at the same time, there's a story.
Yeah.
So I mean, you just got to find your common ground for where you stand.
Yeah, I think so. I'm agree with that.
Then you have Darby Allin, who just puts his life on the line every time he gets in a wrestling ring.
Dude, I can't. that spot with Cage where he threw him into the steps off the apron. Nah.
Or at All In, he did a coffin drop on the coffin, like 3 or 4 times.
I think he did it twice.
Yeah, he did it twice, and he missed the person both times.
No.
So just spine on coffin.
Hard pass.
I don't know. I know from
I
personal
can't
experience, spinal coffin's not fun.
And then the next week on the Dynamite show, he went for a suicide dive, missed the person, hit the barricade.
I like the intensity.
Sticking with AEW, kind of hardcore wise. John Moxley. Show us thoughts on him.
I mean, he enjoys doing all that. I mean, it takes him back to when he was on the Indies. So I mean, if that's what he enjoys doing, by all means, go ahead and make your money that way. But
It's not necessarily what I care to see, but
I can't watch any of his matches.
I mean, I remember. I think the first match that I actually watched of his in AEW was it was him and Kenny Omega in a unsanctioned match, I think. And they were just putting each other through like curb stomps onto steel chains, throwing each other in a barbed wire netting. I'm like, if this is what y'all enjoy doing, by all means, go ahead. But I'm not signing up to do any of this.
Right. We were watching All In, and Jon Moxley started bleeding like profusely. It was like 2 minutes into the match, and he was already like covered in blood.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I texted him. I was like, let me know when this match is over. And then I tuned in to Pentagon putting the skewers in his head, and he had a mohawk of skewers. I was like, oh, fuck.
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I draw the comment. That's where I draw the line. I'll have a street fight, WWE style, but when you want me to start putting skewers into my head or taking a chainsaw to my head, no.
But tattoo needles.
What about going through thumbtacks?
Dude, no. Thumbtacks, maybe once in my career, but that's going to be down the line, bro.
Yeah, get somebody to
One of
beat
those,
you.
like light bulbs,
Oh, the light bulbs.
Oh, yeah, no, not happening.
or like
No, I'm not trying to get mercury poisoning. Not happening.
I've seen too many of these spots. People just sitting just straight on their knees, a foot away from each other, and there's a stack of 100 on one side, and there's a stack of 100 on the other side, and they're just bang, bang, bang,
And
bang,
they got
bang,
them
bang.
like tight taped up.
I don't understand the purpose.
Dude, if you go, I used to watch these videos when I was a fan. I didn't know what was going on, but Japan literally has an entire show where it's wrestlers who don't care about their bodies at all. I mean, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know, but this floats their boat. There's just constant match after match of matches like this. You'll have light tubes all around the ring. You're hitting each other left and right, and it's just like
watching a GCW show.
yeah,
Pretty much. Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, no, it's just like they're hitting themselves with it. They're cutting themselves open. It's like, dude, why? Like,
So-
what's your purpose behind this?
Megan is throwing a confused face when we're talking about light bulbs. Would one of y'all like to explain to her what that spot is?
Just those light tubes right there. They just grab them and just break them. I mean, they don't take much to break.
No, they don't. They're very, very sensitive. So you'll have guys that'll literally take like 2 or 3, place them down. All right, body slam on top of it. Cool. Dust flies everywhere with glass, and they're filled with mercury. So that's why they shine the way they do.
They're brand new bulbs.
Yeah, they're brand new bulbs too. So it's fresh mercury. So if you inhale everything inside that, you're gonna cause mercury poisoning.
It's really good for you.
Yeah, apparently to them it's
Obviously
really good.
not.
But now like some of them they'll even like bite the glass tube and they'll chew it. Like in Japan, I've seen videos of them doing it,
And,
and
like,
then
spit
they'll
it in
literally
their
take it
face.
and they'll carve into themselves or into their opponent's head.
Like-
And I'm like,
What is wrong with people?
And somebody like Nick Gage has personified their career over matches like that.
Mhm.
Like I don't think I've seen him in a regular match.
dude, I've seen. I'll have to send y'all a video of it, but the ones that I've seen are pretty brutal, dude. I mean, I've seen them set up a ladder, lay their opponent on top of a bed of concrete, and then do a meteora from the top to their opponent on the concrete. And I'm like, nah, dude, I can't watch this.
So taking a curveball, going back to tag team wrestling. Do you think tag team wrestling has been more paid attention to over the years rather than what it was in like 2006, 2007?
I think for sure.
I think so, yeah. I think once the Usos made that turn in like 2016, I think 2016 is when it really took off because you had guys coming up like American Alpha, you had like the Revival,
You got the Lucha Brothers, you got the Young
the Lucha
Bucks.
Bros, and then you have your AEW who really threw the tag teams out there, because they had, like you said, the Lucha Brothers, the Young Bucks, Dark Order was in there. They had the Jurassic Express or something like that.
Yeah,
Luchasaurus,
Jungle
Jungle
Boy
Boy.
and stuff. I feel like everything's definitely been elevated, and it's not looked at as just, oh yeah, here's tag wrestling. It's people like a lot of times now tag wrestling is what is selling the events.
Mhm.
I mean, you got teams like Judgment Day, you got teams Sammy Owens, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, all these different teams that are draws on them by themselves.
I'm gonna add a point to when we were talking about like why do people only like WWE or only like AEW? I just wanted to say there's like I spend a bunch of time on Twitter and there's so much tribalism, not just towards like one company, but like specific wrestlers or like just the women's division or just the men's division. And it's actually so annoying that that's just how like fans are nowadays when it should just be so easy just to enjoy everything.
Just enjoy wrestling.
Right, yeah.
Wrestling is thriving.
Like there's some people that when a women's match come on, like, oh, it's just neck break.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, there are women's matches in AEW that are really good that I'll enjoy sitting back and watching. But like I said, with me, it comes down to storytelling. I'm a big storytelling guy, so every match I go into, it's like, all right, what's the story here? Because that's just how I was taught, and that's what I enjoy most. I enjoy having the crowd's emotion in my entire match. Then, all right, let's just do spot after spot after spot. It's like, I'm not trying to look for that. I'm trying to get that crowd either mad at me or I'm trying to have them cheering one way or another. There's going to be a story.
I want some kind of reaction, a genuine reaction.
Yeah, I want a straight up reaction because at the end of the day, it's like, look, y'all are how I'm going to get paid. I mean, yeah, the booker can pay me for coming out and doing a match, but if I want to make money off of merch, I got to have them either in my hand or I have to have them hating me. Either way, that's what it comes down to.
Either buy my merch to burn it or buy it to wear it.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter to,
I don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, you bought it, so I don't care.
I don't think anybody was expecting that heel turn from you.
That's the whole point.
Expect the unexpected.
Exactly.
I will say, whenever you teamed with Mia Friday and you opened up the ropes for her to like come out, and then she turned around, went back to like pandering to the crowd again, I thought you were going to turn on her there. I was like, oh man, don't turn on me. Don't do it. That's how you get the whole crowd to hate you.
That's the point. Believe me, I would have. It just wasn't in the cards that night. But yeah, no, I mean, at the end of the night, I had people, I could hear it in my left ear and my right ear. Some people were cheering, some were booing, some were just straight confused. And I was like, all right, I got it where I want them.
I remember it being very quiet there for a minute. And then everybody realized what happened after you held the title up. And then that's when what the just happened?
That's no, dude. I mean, that same silence is the same thing. I remember when we went to CWF and we fought Joe and Omega. Super kicked Omega and the whole crowd just crickets. Nothing.
You could hear a pin drop.
Yeah, you literally could hear the pin drop.
Yeah,
Super kick and the whole crowd was just like.
I was standing in the center of the ring, waiting on him to get fed to me, and it was just dead.
So that being said, do you prefer being a face or a heel?
Like I said, it really depends. I mean, some places there are times I enjoy doing the whole Hurricane Rana, Tilt-a-Whirl DDT, flippy crap, and then sometimes I just like kicking shit up. I mean, it just depends on where I'm at and where my headspace is. Right now, I just feel like kicking somebody's teeth in.
I'll never go back.
I'm assuming you prefer being a heel.
Yeah, I'll never go back.
I don't see Coffin King as a heel or as a face at all. I don't see that.
I can't see Coffin King as a face. That'd be kind of weird.
For me and you both.
It'd be like seeing a R.I.P. but Bray Wyatt as a face. I couldn't ever see Bray Wyatt as a face.
No. Yeah, no.
Let's see what this new journey brings out.
For sure.
It's going to be fun the next couple of months.
Jacob, anything?
I wanted to add, with Trent's heel turn, I've been kind of expecting it because, like, back in June, I was talking to him and he was saying he's a heel everywhere but Lion Sprite. So I was like, it's just a matter of time before he's a heel in Lion Sprite. He's a heel everywhere that he's working. So
yeah, I mean, so I've had plenty of practice being a heel. I mean, everywhere I go, they're like, "Hey, you're facing this guy, heel." They'll point at me, heel. You babyface. Like, okay, another one in the books as a heel. All right, and they're like, put this kid over, put him over. I'm like, all right.
What was your first reaction the first time you had to be a heel?
I was nervous. Because the thing is, your heels they gotta lead in the ring. Your heels are usually your vets, so it's to be put in that position where I was at in my career. You know, I was so young in my career, I was still nervous trying to get out of my shell, and they were like, "Hey, we need you to be a heel." I was like, "All right." So I mean, it's basically nut up or shut up.
Yeah.
There's no way of going about it. You're either all in or you're out. All right, just jump in high water.
You started off as a babyface too, right?
Yeah.
That was the first time you had to be.
I was enlightening. It was everything. That's when I really started having fun wrestling. I mean, yeah, I had a good time as a face and stuff like that, but there's no better feeling than really pissing somebody off, making her skin crawl. There's no better feeling.
Yeah, now I will say the one thing about being a heel is I don't know, in a way, to me, it feels like you get more of a, like, not saying shine, like, the heat is your heel's shine, but it's like, you get more, like, footage to use in your videos and your edits and all that from being a heel. Because, I mean, you gotta do more to beat down your opponent. So, compared to being a babyface, where, like, you have, like, all right, you're gonna get this small spot, you're gonna get this small spot, this is where you look good, and then you go home and you win. All right, sweet. That's your big ending. But being a heel, especially like if you're going through something in life and it's just got you in a dark place and you need somewhere to let all that frustration out, let those dark thoughts out, it's a great way to go about it, just to be a heel.
I mean, let's be honest. Would you rather have your ass beat, or would you rather beat their ass?
That's fair. Would you rather go the entire match getting your ass whooped and then wind up getting the win barely, or would you just rather whoop somebody up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because as a heel, you don't take as much crap. You don't take a whole lot of moves compared to...
If you lose, you get that last, like, ass whooping at the end.
Yeah.
It's not that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for strap match, of course.
Yeah.
That was
fun.
So, I feel like I'm going to get two completely different answers here, but I'm going to ask both of you. Your Mount Rushmore of tag team wrestling.
I think you actually asked me this.
Have I?
Yeah, it was during my podcast. I think we did.
You did tag too?
Yeah, I did a tag team one.
Who'd you put?
Gorillas of Destiny.
Okay.
Parties.
Okay.
Motor City. Last one. I think it was the Usos. I think I put up.
Okay. I would put Edge and Christian, Young Bucks, Brothers of Destruction. What else we got? What else we got there? Yeah, we'll throw GOD up there. Yeah.
So, like I was expecting almost two opposite answers there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and with y'all wanting to expand the horizon, adding somebody else, let's talk factions.
Factions. That's fine. I think one that I'm really big on is Bullet Club.
Yes.
Because the whole concept behind Bullet Club is, having... Because if you go back and watch, they even tell you it's like the original idea of Bullet Club was just a bunch of gaijins who had nobody to talk to, didn't know anybody, but they had that small group of foreigners who all spoke the same language, all lived in the U.S., and that's who you could talk to. Y'all ate, slept, and trained together. So the whole concept behind that brotherhood is what really got me into Bullet Club. So I'd say they're one for me.
Same. Yeah, but they're the same.
I mean, you got D-Generation X, Evolution. Those two were big when I was growing up.
Judgment Day,
yeah. They've grown on me a lot.
Yeah.
For a newer era.
You throwing Judgment Day on the Mount Rushmore?
I didn't know this.
I was going to say, if we're doing a Mount Rushmore, it would probably be
Bullet Club,
DX,
Evolution,
and
Who you throw as a fourth?
Yeah, I'd go with NWO, right? Everybody.
WWE,
NWO
or
or
WCW?
WCW. Everybody wins.
WCW, like the original trio.
I was
I
gonna
agree.
say that, the original NWO.
Then you had to add, Jay Leno in there and David Arquette.
God damn it, they're in. They're in. Leave them alone. Leave Brittany alone.
And you got all the groups that they split into, the Wolfpack, and then you got Bullet Club, you got Bullet Club Gold, and Firing Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those four definitely will pave the way for factions in different companies.
I was about to say, if on Mount Rushmore's, if Bullet Club, DX, and NWO isn't on there, then somebody didn't watch wrestling for very long.
Yeah.
This is true, yeah.
1,000%.
Jacob, you got anything?
Camera's a little bit blurry.
Just-
Okay, we're good. I was curious, are y'all more comfortable being heels? Because I hear a lot about how wrestlers are like, when they're baby faces and they turn heels, they just feel more comfortable being a heel.
For me, it's like I said, it's more of a mental thing. Like if I'm somewhere dark in my life, because right now I'm going through some stuff. So like those dark thoughts in my head, and like it's just a way I can sort of use them and let them out. So right now I'm very comfortable. And then you also have your guys who, I fall into this category as well. Who's like, you've been babyface for so long in this company. Like I was babyface when I started, and I debuted in a tournament for the inaugural Lions Den Tournament Championship. So I've been here as long as the Lions Den title's been around. So I just felt, dude, I'm done. I need something different.
Done pandering to these people.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I'm a heel in real life, dude.
This is true.
I don't like anybody.
We've felt this firsthand.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But
We do know.
yeah,
I'm lucky I'm not on that side.
not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. We smartened you up. But yeah, no, I mean, it's 100% comfort for me. I find no better pleasure than be doing exactly what I'm doing now.
Is there anybody in LPS right now that think could benefit from a heel turn?
I think Zay. Back up, Oakley.
Oakley, come here.
Back up.
Come here.
But yeah, I think Zay could benefit big time.
Yeah, Zay's a big guy. I think he could be a big star as a heel.
Even bigger, yeah.
Yeah, I just can't really think of anybody else on the roster.
That would really, really benefit from it.
Yeah.
How do you think Joe's heel turns turn out for him?
Really, really good. Really, really good.
Going from the knockout artist to the
finisher. That's the finisher. I mean, what else can you say? He's the finisher.
Say he turned heel on Trent, so
I mean,
he barely turned heel on me. He barely turned heel on me.
better watch your back.
I gotta watch anything. I gotta watch anything, bro.
That's the finisher.
Yes. I finished him in every match I've been in.
This is true. This is
He
true.
has never pinned me once.
It's going really good though.
I mean, everybody has their own shtick, so I'm just gonna.
I'm waiting for Longhorn Joe to make a comeback.
God, no. I remember that when I was our first Den Wars. It was Longhorn Joe. That was
I don't think I know that. I don't think I've ever seen
the
that
only
gimmick.
story that we have from that is when Mountain crushed him. And when I mean crushed, I mean crushed. It was splash in the corner, world's strongest slam into a Vader bomb.
Ooh. I think it was a choke slam too, wasn't it?
I don't remember that. I just remember the three.
Mm.
And we called it the Sloppy Joe special because Mountain literally grabbed the mic and he's like, TKO Joe, or legs, Sloppy Joe.
Yeah, this is true.
And then Joe was laid out on the floor in the locker room the rest of that night.
And Mountain has never spoken more truer words. Other than Cade Carson can kiss my ass.
I wasn't around for that, but that's funny.
That was the best.
Hearing him say that is funny. Yeah, no, I mean, everybody has their own shtick, but if it works for him, that's what they want from him. Just make it work.
Fair enough. Jacob, anything else?
I was wondering if there's any guys that you think could benefit from turning face.
Call me crazy, dude, but Matthias.
I feel like, yeah, the crowd would pop if he went back to being a face.
Yeah.
He needs to bitch DeVille.
What's with the hate on DeVille? What's the hate?
Honestly, I hear nothing but hate from DeVille.
He's been nothing but a kind, sweet gentleman to myself and the dog.
I wouldn't so much as say on my part he's nice. I keep getting kicked by the spike shoes, bro.
No, I've never.
Every single time he's throwing the shoe, he's hit me with that shoe. I always end up getting cut up.
I will say they did get, when we had them here, they did give a lot of praise to the Coffin King.
Well, I mean,
they said the Coffin King should come to Pandemonium.
We've tried it a time or two, and it's worked out, and it hasn't worked out at the same time. I don't know. We'll see. See how things go.
Onslaught as Pandemonium's new.
I'd rather hunt on my own. I'll go back to being a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf right now. I will go back to being a lone wolf. I'd rather hunt on my own than hunt in that faction. I will hunt as a brotherhood, not as individuals.
True.
But that'll be the end of the hunt. There will be no beginning of the hunt.
I will say, I do think a turn is coming. Every interaction we've had with Pandemonium, they've always caught Matthias. Like, they've always cut him off as he's talking. So,
I don't know. I mean, you can only push him so long.
it's true.
So it's only a certain amount of time till he breaks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go from the God of Fire to back to the headline.
I feel like when it does break, it's going to bust open a rift in Lions Pro Sports.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of him as a babyface, and it's not fun.
That's never happened between he and I.
That was my first match. My first one-on-one match was with Matthias. And then I got eliminated from the tournament, and then I rose up in the rankings and became the longest reigning Lions champion.
True.
Which you're going back after again?
Yeah.
You just gotta get through Alligator.
I'll show you a real TKO finish there. Watch. Believe me. Mark my words. I need a new pair of boots.
This is true.
Just like
Jacob, anything else?
Nothing from me right now.
Is there anything y'all would like to say?
Onslaught's here for one thing, and one thing only, and that is to slaughter everyone. We will not stop until there is no one else to slaughter.
Let the hunt.
Let's go.
No pun intended.
Correct.
Well, this has been Stable Connection with Onslaught. Thank you guys for joining us. And hopefully we see you soon. Really surprised we didn't get the face paint today.
I had no control of that. You keep asking for the paint, and I keep explaining that I have no control over these kind of things.
Yeah, that's like asking me to have my scar. I don't control all that. That's just the animal coming out.
That's it.
It's not fun to be around that.
Nope.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you for listening, and this will be on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. And we'll catch you later.